Hey everyone, I know I'm not supposed to be on my phone making things because I'm in one of these getaway cabins, which the whole idea is to unplug and relax and recharge and all that, read books. But I'm reading this book that's actually called Getting Away. It's by John Staff, who's the co-founder of Getaway. And I'm in a getaway cabin outside of Dallas, by the way, in LaRue, Texas. And I'm inspired to fire up the phone, again, breaking the rules. But here's why. Because in this book, there's 75 ways to practice finding balance in our always on world. And number 8 is carry a book wherever you go. But here's what inspired me to hit record on this, because there's some major correlations here between I think that like doing improv is the same thing as reading a book in some ways. So check this out. So one of the benefits of reading a book is it develops what cognitive scientists call our theory of mind, which is the ability to imagine how people outside of ourselves think and feel. Now, in improv classes, you are constantly collaborating, connecting, and communicating with other people on the fly, in the moment, with no previous plans or setups. And it forces you to roll with the punches, to think on your feet, and to keep momentum going. Now, you may be thinking, Chris, all conversations are that way. I'm not planning any of my conversations. Well, you also don't have, also in those conversations, you might not always be practicing the most loving, open-minded communication habits, which in improv, you do that because you're often doing it for performance or on a stage, definitely in front of other people who are audience members, sometimes literally audience members. I don't know why I did air quotes. So improv basically it teaches empathy. It teaches how to be present. And there's more here. So the skill theory of mind has real world consequences. Now I'm reading from the book. The skill has real world consequences, as the psychologist Keith Oatley found in a study of the relationship between reading, imagination, and social behavior. Okay, so about social behavior, I've seen it myself. People who take improv classes, who just really go deep into the art form, it really has a profound impact on their social behaviors. They are more likely to speak up in public. They are more likely to connect with strangers, to understand what other people are going through, to be great listeners. And I think it's so charming that this art form that we use to make people laugh on at a comedy show also makes you a better human. So anyway, a few more. This is a quote that Keith Oatley told the Washington Post here. Because we're extremely social, we have to understand people. This is pretty much the center of what it means to be human. So learn improv, be more social, be better at being social, be better at reading people, at understanding where people are coming from, how to adapt to the moment. I mean, learn improv and you're pretty much at the center of what it means to be human. So this section in this book is about carrying a book with you wherever you go. But as I find myself doing a lot lately, I'm like, I read stuff and I'm like, wait a minute, this actually translates directly into what I do with improv. So that's what I'm doing here. But just to be clear, if you find this book, there's not going to be a section on improv. But I'm just taking this and translating it to improv. So this is the last thing that that John Staff, the CEO of Getaway, says. If you want to get smarter, improve your memory, live longer, and become an all-around better person, make sure you toss a book in your bag the next time you leave your house. And I'd like to add to that. If you want to be smarter, improve your memory, live longer, and become an all-around better and funnier, more interesting person, take an improv comedy class.